I mean, thoughts got in there. It's like, we can take a stalemate. But I knew if I just kept wrestling, I'd eventually get the takedown.
You're able to start this match off for the Mountaineers and get things rolling. What was it like to be in front of this crowd freshman year and get a statement win like that?
It's awesome, especially since I'm from West Virginia. I know a lot of people actually in the crowd, so it fills me.
Gunnar, congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Point Pleasant High School graduate Gunnar Andrich with a huge smile on his face. Tony, that's what it's all about. You put the work in and you have success like Gunnar had this afternoon against Oklahoma State.
Well, if he's not happy about that, I don't know what he's going to be happy about. That was a heck of a match on his part. And strategically a great match. He took a couple of good shots. He was able to finish one of them, was able to defend one of them pretty well for a good period of time. And I mean, that's the difference between winning and losing at this level, right? Great job on his part. Just shows a lot of maturity and a lot of development, even from the earlier part of the season when we saw him in that quad meet. Just his technique and his patience and his drive is starting to coalesce a little bit, and he's getting a little sharper about some things.
That's, you know, like you said, being able to defend that sprint. You have the lead going into that third period, going into short time, and you know you're expecting that final sprint from the wrestler that you're facing, and to be able to keep your composure, and you know he's in on a shot deep. Ramirez is locked in the crotch there, and just to be able to take his time, sit back, stay in good position, and come out with a win, like you said, just shows the development that we've seen from him.
Jordan Titus against Sergio Vega here at 141. Vega ranked second in the country, so very significant challenge for Titus here this afternoon as well.
I think you could say that pretty much about every match here, Kyle. I'm pretty sure that they're all significant challenges. Again, that's why you come to these schools, because you enjoy these challenges, or I hope you're enjoying these challenges. If you're not enjoying it, man, your head's in a tough spot. Especially as we talked about the grind of the way the season goes, you have to find things that make it fun and processes that make it fun. If you get caught up in, especially the win-loss thing with Jordan too, man, some of these losses have been tough. They've been sudden victories and 1 points and things along those lines. I mean, like, you're right there.
Speaking of that, he lost in overtime Friday night to Luke Simcox of North Carolina. So again, right there on the verge. And he suffered a disappointing loss, trying to bounce back from that. Went 2-1 at the Cliff Keen event last weekend.
You know, and we talk about it with other sports, but travel in this sport is different than travel in all the other sports because of you're making weight. You're not stopping for a meal somewhere. You're not, you know, there's this other element of it that makes the travel very challenging, and that in Oklahoma State's facing it today, right? They came halfway across the country, flew in yesterday. They're going to make weight this morning and then wrestle now, and then they're going to take off and leave out right after that. So West Virginia just did that on Friday, right? They went in Thursday, wrestled Friday, left Saturday, well, Friday night into Saturday. Jordan Titus, nice job of just driving right through that. He's not technically out yet. He's got to watch. But at the same time, he can't hold on to his leg like that either, right? So either you're on top or you're not. And if you are, you can't keep holding on to the leg that way.
Titus again trying to roll through. We've seen him have success.
Well, he does love to roll through.
That's what you saw.
I thought that was, he broke that lock. I imagine this might get challenged here if he doesn't give him 1 point going out of bounds, which he's likely to. They're trying to get him to free his ankle. Well, now it's, well, but that also changes your strategies and tactics when you're there too, right? So you see Titus is in this position, kind of rolls through here. There's the leg in, and I think he does a nice job with this, trying to roll it and pop out the other side. And that's, wow.
No challenge as we restart with 1:10 left in the period.
Well, I think if they go out of bounds and he's somewhat parallel to him, they might challenge it. But when Vega ends up back on top, kind of pointless at that point, unless you're going to give up 1 and get 3. That's not a good change.
Now Vega with ride time becoming a factor.
Well, he's doing a good job on top. And there's a nice little
sit out turn.
Yeah, a little
from
sit
Titus.
out.
Like, just relentless there on the bottom, and you know that's the experience of that college mat wrestling is just a complete step up. That's really where you see these wins and losses being determined. Here's a good funk by him. He's got both ankles, driving those hips back into Vega. Vega's got both ankles tied up too.
You can hear this. Usually the guy with his head up has a big advantage in these situations. So you're trying to get Jordan Titus to get his head up, which is tough when the guy's got your feet elevated. But this is where he's got to try to do that, right? I think he's trying to hold on for stalemate here.
Well, the period's going to expire.
Period's going to expire.
Yeah, Vega initiated that with a double leg, and Titus defended it very well.
Well, that's what we were talking about too, right? I mean, that's pretty much chain wrestling. Vega, they give up the single, bang, he's right back in there, which is why, why he's ranked number 2, right? I mean, ranking at this point in time is sort of a little general and kind of a guess a little bit because there haven't been a huge amount of matchups. But the reason he's winning is for those particular reasons. It's about finding ways to score points out of positions.
So important for Titus here to spend some time on top, get that ride time point work down, which he succeeded in doing. It's a 1-0 Titus lead with Vega on the bottom to begin period 3.
So he's still staying on top, which is pretty good. Might cut him loose here now that the riding time's down. Now we're down to a takedown, right? And Jordan Titus has been in these 1-0, 3-3, 4-2 match. I mean, this is the match he's been in pretty much the whole season.
We've been seeing it all season as well. Now we're down to 1:15 left in the third with a takedown to determine it. Do you think that either of these guys could get a takedown in that short amount of time with the scrambles that we've seen? And that's the threat that Titus poses in every match. Vega locked in the crotch, a lot like Rivera's tactic in last match. He goes through to that almost like a switch position from the bottom. Titus hanging onto the ankle, and like Tony said, that height wins, and Vega making sure that pressure's to Jordan's head. Oh, he's got a cradle locked up out of that.
He's going to get
Titus able to fight out.
Right, there's a takedown. And again, the difference in that a little bit is Titus was in a nice shot and then just paused for just a second. And when you're wrestling these top tier guys, that second, that's all they need. You know, it's sort of like listening to Gale Sayers back in the day where he said, give me 18 inches of daylight, that's all I need. Well, these guys just need a second to regroup and recover, and all of a sudden it's a whole different battle. Right time back over a point now.
Yeah, Vega, one of those outstanding freshmen, 6-0 on the year, and he's wrestled his best against the best, 4-0 against ranked opponents, and he's going to win this one this afternoon over Jordan Titus. He got a point awarded there at the buzzer plus the ride time point. So it's going to be Vega winning this contest 6-1 over Jordan Titus, and Vega with an impressive takedown there in the third period, and that's the difference in this one as we're knotted up at 3.